Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Jets. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 8. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This short throw caught by Goddard, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5. The Jets at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something less.
Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Caleb Shudak on to try the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Next to score, Packers 7, Jets nothing.
So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You look at this Packers defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Stockton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Stockton. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert it.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Now inside the 25.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Shudak for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw on second down. Stockton and going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Back to throw again. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Moore, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Moore, the man in motion. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
26.
Moore, the motion man. Now Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Watch out for Hill on the return. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Jets will take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down and 6 now. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Rodgers to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Loose inside the 30.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Stockton. This complete to Henry over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Stockton.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Henry up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Henry.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
The kick by Bass is good.
And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go again with Pierce. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he is going to have the Packers' first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. line of scrimmage. Once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
19 right. 18 right here. Mustang 19.
To throw on 2nd down. Stockton, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
On 1st and 10, Stockton eluding the pressure right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
That's good for the Jets.
Throwing on 1st down, Stockton. And my goodness, another interception. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they'll change things around before the snap. From the gun on 3rd down. Stockton escaping the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third down and 6.
Moore, the man in motion. Here's Rodgers.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Pierce now up the middle.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now into 3rd.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Dameon Pierce with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Shudak for the extra point.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Packers 28, Jets 6.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
17 yards. And the Jets, 1st down.
On 1st down, Stockton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Second and 10.
To throw again, Stockton. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Buffalo 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. The solid stiff arm. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. In motion, Hill. On 1st and 10, Stockton. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
Now they'll shift things around.
10-yard line.
70 ready. 70 ready. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Stockton. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Boyd from 13 yards out. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a two-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
More the motion man right.
30. Over.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. This short throw caught by Goddard. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
26.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hand off left side, Pierce.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
This a 2nd and 8. Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
79 Broncos. 18 Raptors. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing to start the drive. Stockton. That'll be caught by Hill. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Stockton. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Rodgers looking to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 12. Going for it with Pierce. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
on now as the Packers punter, as he's on to kick it away.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Green Bay, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.